Welcome back, traders. Today we are going to talk about Bit Digital. I wanted to do something a little more fun today. I'd like to do a exit price prediction. Basically, I'd like to see at what point I'm looking to sell my Bit Digital. We're getting close to my entry on Bit Digital, where I'd like to accumulate the majority of my shares. So now that I'm almost there, I'd like to talk about and think about where I'd like to exit this trade when I eventually do. As you can see here, right now I've got the 1 week chart up. I've got in purple down here at the bottom, the previous cycle bottom, which was 29 cents or 29.14 cents, and the previous cycle high up here in green, which is $33.07. And then in yellow over here at the very bottom, we also have this cycle's bottom, which was at 54.58 cents. So what I'm going to do is going to be real basic. I'm going to take the previous high, which is $33.07, divided by the previous low, which is 29.14 cents, see what that difference is, times that difference by the low of this cycle, which is 54 cents and 54.58 cents, and see what dollar amount it lands on. And that will be my tentative high price prediction for this current incoming bull run and give me some ideas of where I'd like to start exiting this position. So this is what we've got here. This is to show you that I am on the bottom here at the previous cycle low. In fact, I might be able to drag it just ever so slightly lower. It's 27.82 cents. So let's bring up a calculator. I got a lot of stuff open right now. Not that one. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay. $33.07 divided by 0.2782. That comes out to 118.871 times. That's how much you would have gotten back. Like, that's how many times you would have multiplied your money if you invested at 27.82 cents last time. All right. So, and the current one is, we're going to go around here. The current low is 54.58 cents. So now what we'll do is we'll take the current cycle low, which is 54 cents, 54.58 cents, times that by 118, which we have here on the screen already. So times by 0.5458. And that gives us $64.87, almost 89 cents. So we're expecting to completely obliterate this high here at 33, and we're expecting it to go, not here, I don't know why I have that here for, but 64.89 we're looking at. Let's get it real close. Where's 65? There's 65, 74, 60, somewhere around there, $64, almost 65. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it did hit 65 and then came down. Stocks do like round numbers. 65 is a good round number there. I do expect this big red arrow to come into play immediately as we get into this range up here. So where would I be looking to take profit here? So I am expecting to sink in about 3,300 shares. That's my intended amount of shares owned. Let me get this in the center of the screen here. I am buying now at about $3. That's where I want to have my average at by the time that this is all said and done. I would like my average to be about $3. I do intend to recapture my initial investment along the way. I'm going to buy 10% more than I intend to sell at the very end in order to recapture some of my initial investment along the way. And that would be, let's see, 3,300. I'm looking to put in about $9,900 into this trade overall. So in order to get that back with 300 shares, I would need to sell those 300 shares at about $33, which is the previous cycle high. There will be some resistance there. I may end up selling it a little bit before that and taking less than my initial investment back. You know, maybe I'll sell around 32.70 or 32.60, something like that, and get a little bit less than my initial investment back, but that's okay. I just want most of it back. And then once we get past that 33 mark, all of this big area here between 33 and 64, 65. That is all profit there. I will take probably half, and sell it a little bit below 60. So I'd probably sell it at about, maybe 58.50 or 58.40, something like that. Some kind of odd number just to hopefully get a fill. Maybe even 58.70, something like that. I'd do half and give me about $88,050 off of that one, and then I would hold the rest and get that closer to that $65 range. I'd sell that maybe 63, 64. So let's just, for the sake of argument here, say I held and it hit 64.25, which is below that 65. I don't want to wait until 65. I want to get out before we get there. Looking at about 96,000 off of that second half of the trade. And then if we add it all together, we should be at about $194,000, a little bit more than $194,000 in profit from this trade. Now, that doesn't mean that this is going to happen. There's going to be a lot of pressure at 33. There's going to be a ton of pressure again at 60. Probably quite a lot of pressure at every round $10 level or even $5 level after 33, to be honest. It's going to be rough. There are going to be times where I want to sell it all because I'm scared, and that is normal. That's going to happen. If it feels too risky and we're at this point, I'm going to sell. I'm not going to lose out on this big, massive amount of money trying to get the absolute peak. I'm just going to hopefully get back much, much more than I put in by the end of this trade. And that's all I'm really hoping here. So let's see what's looking at on the daily chart. Store connection. On the daily chart, we are on a downward trend here. 376 is a hard line that we need to hold. 450 is the upper end. That's been holding pretty strong. This green line is just a trend line. This is just showing what I would like to see what happens at $3. Little motivation, go up at $3. We are reaching the middle of this downward channel here, which means we could bounce and see it return back up to about $4 before staying in this channel. If it stays in this channel, it could break the channel and go up. That would be unfortunate because then I would get less shares, but if it happens, it happens. What are the experts saying about this now? So if we look on tip ranks here, they're expecting in a 12-month period to be up to at least $4, but on average to be about $4.25 to $4.50 in the next 12 months. That's the expectation. So even if I buy here, most analysts, and there are only two here, so take that with a grain of salt, they're expecting it to be a little bit up. So I'm not too concerned about anything right now. The stock analysis gets an 8 out of 10. That's actually pretty good. Crowd wisdom is positive. News sentiment is neutral. Bloggers are very bullish on this one. 100% bullish versus the sector average of 67%, so that's nice. Analyst consensus, which again, only two analysts, so it's not like tons of them. We're looking at a potential 13% increase. What I just mentioned was a significantly higher than 13% increase, but we're looking at the peak of the bull run. At the peak of the bull run, we can probably see a little over $60, maybe even upwards to $65 to $67. But remember, when it gets there, it's going to fall fast. I would much rather sell early and take a bunch of gains and miss a little bit of the top of the gains than wait, miss the top, wait for it to go back to that top again that it never gets to, and then just lose it all. That would make me very sad. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to see anyone else do that. That's Bit Digital today. That's a little fun. Let's look at what this price could do. Will it do it? I don't know. I would like to think that it will. I'm fairly convinced that it will go back to that previous high of $33. I am nearly completely positive that it will blow past that once it faces that resistance and return us even greater gains than that. But of course, it could all just blow up in my face and I lose all that money. So that could happen too. That's why it's important to hedge your bets. It's important to do your own research. It's important to take only the risk that you are able and willing to withstand. So with that, this is not financial advice, of course. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, and have a profitable day.